Good morning, friends. I am starting off today's vlog clearly not in my office. I'm in the City of Arts and Sciences here in Valencia on a walk. I'm so tired. I'm hoping that this little walk is going to make me feel a little bit more alert so I can get into a day of things. I have a lot of meetings today, but I also have a lot of work that I need to do outside of meetings. So yeah, let's get this done. Home. I have coffee to continue with helping me feel more awake, and time to get into a bit of side hustle work before I start my job work for the day. So I need to make a really big decision. I think that we need to change our main brand fonts. If you're anyone who's like not a marketing designer or brand designer or whatever watching this, then maybe that doesn't seem like a very big deal, but it is a big decision because the fonts that we use, like, they play a big part in forming the overall vibe and like look and feel that a brand has. And yeah, I think that we need to make a change, and I don't know how to make the right decision here. We have this file here where I've been trying out like a bunch of different fonts, and what I think I'm gonna do, I think it's time to get some feedback from the team, so I'm gonna film a little Loom to talk through my thinking. Loom are very kindly sponsoring this portion of the vlog, which is a great fit because it is a tool that I use every single week as part of my design process for sharing things with the team, for asking for feedback. It's an app that you use to record your screen, and it records your camera and your microphone at the same time, so you can basically keep people updated asynchronously. You can talk through your designs, you can talk through your planning, whatever it is that you're needing to get feedback from your team on, and share it in a Loom instead of like writing up a big post. You can just like literally show them what you're working on and talk it through. I really rely on it in my job as part of a remote company because it means that I can like ask for feedback and share my thinking whenever it's on my mind and whenever I'm working, and anyone else on the team can respond whenever they're working and whenever they have the time to dive into it. They can just click play and watch it. If you work as part of a remote design team, then you definitely need to check it out. I'll leave a link to Loom down below in the description for you to click through and explore it for yourself. And fun fact, I interviewed Stuart, who is the Senior Director of Brand Design at Loom, last year for my Inside Marketing Design series. I will usually just record a Loom in one take and just like talk as if I was talking over a Zoom call to the person that I'm wanting to share the Loom with. But you can like edit it if you want, or you can like stitch a couple of different Loom videos together. I really enjoy when my team make Looms to share with me as well because it like cuts down on the need for a meeting, and I can always do with less meeting time in my calendar, but it's got really good like player controls. You can react to things along the way in the Loom, and most importantly for me, you can watch in 2x speed because that is what I usually do. So I'm going to record a little Loom talking through my thoughts on these fonts so far. Okay, so we have like so many different options of fonts here, and honestly they're all starting to blend together for me for a bit, so I would love for you to jump in and leave your feedback. We have made it to Friday. I did not get anywhere closer to solving my font problem yesterday, but you know, we'll dive back into tackling it today. First though, we're having like a lot of confusion over our sitemap. We're making a lot of changes to our website. If you saw my last video, I talked about our new design system and how we're building a new site with a new code base and all of that. And we are really using this as an opportunity to make some big decisions, make some big changes, and make sure things are set up for the future, and that we're not just using things that we already like had set up from our past, if that makes sense. We're doing a reset, and everyone is getting very confused over the idea for the resources section, and I feel like I'm very clear on what it needs to be, but I need to do a better job communicating it. So here I am gonna go again and create another Loom about this, and hopefully can help sort things out. It's noon and I have my next meeting at 3, so I have a bit of time to get some stuff done. It's gonna be a crunch though today. I had Monday off this week, and Monday is also a holiday next week as well, so there's just so much to do in a short space of time. I think I'm gonna require another coffee to get this going, and I think I might go take a walk and get a cold brew. I'll make this loom first though. Let's get these thoughts out of my head. Okay, I'm putting together a FigJam because that is what I do, of our current font mix, and then the two key ones that I feel like we're deciding between, and then there's space for obviously the other designers to add what they think we should be choosing between as well from this giant file. I think this is going to make for a good discussion. We're going to talk it through on Tuesday, and like already within this file here, David's been pointing out some of the letters, and I don't know, just like, oh, it's nicer when there is a circle on top of the eye. What is that called? I know this piece of the letter has a name, rather than a square one, for example. So I think that diving into this with the wider design team will be really helpful because other people will be able to see things. We also have the app mocked up here with different fonts, just like we do have marketing site pages too, so that we can check it's going to work for all things. Yeah, obviously still a lot of decisions to make and stuff to happen with this before I can actually call it a decision. But I feel like we're getting closer at least. All right, now I'm gonna go record a podcast with Fem. Boom, we don't normally record like during a work day, but we've both been like busy on the weekends recently, and so we gotta squeeze in recording somehow. I guess I should give a little shout out for Design Life in case anyone here doesn't know that I have a podcast with Fem, who currently works at Wealth Simple. She's a product designer. We've been doing this podcast for many years, and it's just a nice little chat between design friends for design friends. So yeah, I'll leave a link to it in the description. You should go check it out if you haven't already. Now I just have one more meeting left today. I'm watching a lot of activity happen in FigJam at the moment, to do with the navigation for our resources section, the one I recorded a little Loom about earlier today. It seems like that's helped people get clarity, and that now we're like cutting through some things, so that's good. That's going to be a good note to like end my Friday on, you know, feeling like, okay, well, maybe we haven't figured it out yet, but we have a clear path forward to the future and knowing what we need to do to figure it out. Same for the fonts, really. I will definitely keep you updated on decisions that we make here. Fonts are so expensive, so I really do want to get this right if we're going to do it. It's like looking like one option is going to cost us about 16,500 and the other option is like 8,500. So yeah, we're talking a significant investment in changing our brand font here, but I do think it's going to be really good for us. So I don't know, we'll see. I'll let you know what we discuss as a design team next Tuesday. I'm taking Monday off because it's a holiday in the US, and I just like to take the day off when most of the team is taking the day off as well. It's nice. It feels more relaxing than thinking that everyone's at work doing stuff while I'm off, you know. So yeah, I'm excited to have a long weekend. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you are getting clarity on the things you need clarity on and making the tough decisions that you need to make. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.